Crowded market of action camera manufacturers never sleeps. Some are bad, some are good, and just few are the best. Every new product defines path of company. Here today I'm doing a review of SJCAM M20, a new compact action camera from which I expect a lot. What path will SJCAM pick? Let's find out. First of all, what I immediately noticed is that SJCAM advertised M20 as 2K camera, which is a smart move. Majority of manufacturers, including SJCAM before, deceived customers with 4K advertising, and that mode was offered in interpolated resolution and 24 FPS. And guess what? On M20 you also have that kind of 4K 24 FPS. Specifications are slight improvement over SJ5000X. 16 megapixel IMX206 sensor combined with Novatec 96-660 chipset. Built-in gyro is also present. 166 degrees adjustable field of view for wide, normal and narrow. Overall, this is not a huge upgrade looking specification-wise. Looking at camera, we see a slight design philosophy change since M10 and M10 Plus. Camera is a bit taller, but it is light enough to be considered as viable option to be used with drones. In hand, it feels solid. I can say that build quality is a bit better than SJCAM SJ5000X. On the top of camera we see a power on-off and confirm button, with LED light in the middle. At the right side there are two buttons which are used for different things depending where are you located in the menu of the camera. In the middle we see microphone holes. Left side is filled with ports, micro HDMI output with USB input for charging and synchronization. Micro SD slot accepts 64GB micro SD card without any problem. Looking at back, we see 1.5-inch screen with not too much impressive viewing angles. Overall, screen is good enough for what is intended to be used, but still there could be some improvements in the future. Under the screen we see grills. Speaker is placed in the middle. Other holes are used for camera to be cooled down and better sound spread. Two LED lights are placed on top of the screen. At the bottom there is a bit better battery compartment than before. It is more solid. Battery inside is redesigned with capacity of 900 mAh. Front side is made of rubber filled plastic. It is solid and nice on touch. Sony sensor looking directly at you. Under it is a SJCAM logo with two LED lights under it. Enough with exterior. Now I will show you many features of SJCAM M20. To power on the camera you need to press this button here on top. We see a usual SJCAM logo. Before we go further, I want to say that there is no screen brightness control option, and because of that you will see a bit washed out colors of the screen. That is not the case in real world. It is because the screen brightness is really high by default. If you again press the power on-off button, you will go into the picture shooting mode. You can take pictures with this button here. Pressing one more, you enter into the menu options. The first selection will take you into the video and picture shooting mode which we seen. You have a playback. Here you can view the pictures and video files. The third selection is video lapse. By pressing it, you will directly go into the shooting mode and you will have a video lapse icon. To go back, press the power button. Next we have a slow motion recording. Photo lapse, burst mode, underwater mode, FPV mode. Here you have option to select if you want to see the on-screen information just on your receiver device or Wi-Fi, or you want to see on both screen of the device and your receiver device, or by default use just LCD screen on the camera. These options can be practical if you plan to use your camera with drones and other things like that. Motion detection. Basically what it does, you enter this mode and the camera will start to record when it detects motion. It can be practical because you can power on the camera and leave it. It can be some kind of security system, basic one, but it can help in some situations. Here we have a car mode, which is combined into one option in the menus. I will show you that later. Remote control. M20 can be bundled with remote control for your wrist, so you can use it from the distance and start recording and that kind of the things. It can be practical, and it is shame because it is not bundled with the device. You can buy it separately or just bundle it when you order the M20. Let's quickly look at setup menu. You have resolutions, obviously. A loop recording. Field of view. A VHDR. Gyro sensor. Audio on and off. You have a volume settings. Timestamp, TV mode, OSD mode, video file format, I recommend MP4, bitrate high, of course, double file. What this does is that when you record a video and you have your SJCAM M20 connected with your phone, it will record double file. One will be saved on your mobile device and one file will be saved, like always, on microSD card in the camera. Power on record. This is option when you use camera like DVR dash camera. You turn this on, and when you enter the car and everything is connected, you will turn on your key in your car and camera will power on and start recording. Basically you have a dash cam. Image size, resolution, quality, sharpness, white balance, color, ISO, EV, RAW. This is nice. You can turn this on and get uncompressed files, and that file you can edit in, let's say, a Lightroom or Photoshop and get extra more details. And if you ever used a DSLR, you probably know what I speak. We have a distortion correction. This is really neat function. It will make your photos and videos less distorted at the corners. You probably know, if you used before an action camera, because of the wide angle, you have a bit distorted corners. By turning this on, you reduce that effect, and it is really neat to have it. As you have 3 LED lights, you can turn them off or have all 3 to light on, 2 and 1. I always use 1, and this is that one here. Screensaver, frequency, rotate. You can, as you can see, maybe it is better situation in car, let's say, to use camera in different way. Here are our Wi-Fi settings. SJCAM provides a really neat application. There is no need to show it. It works perfect. And you have that. These are an option, password which you set. It is really easy to use, and again, there is no need to speak and waste time about that. From here you can format your SD card, go back to default settings, and this is a firmware version which I'm using. It is the latest one. One really neat feature is that in your standby recording mode, when you press down button key, you can also press the top one, but you can also activate a Wi-Fi with it. So pressing down, you enter a quick settings menu. It enables you to change settings in fast way. You don't need to go into the menus and click like 8 times to go into the settings. You just press down and you can change resolution, loop, field of view, HDR, and all these options are quickly available here. Really quick, really nice, and really practical. All action camera manufacturers need to implement things like this. This is a really time saver. Good job, SJCAM. All this is cool and in general improvement, but what about the video quality? I must admit that I really like what I see when I watch a video sample from M20. 2K 30fps videos are really joy to watch, sharp with good white balance and good color representation. Well, yes, I know, color is a bit saturated, but I personally like that on action camera. It brings life to the world. You want to record a movie-like footage, buy a real camera for that. 4K with 24fps is better than before. No more smudgy spots, everything looks polished out. Huge plus for me. .1080p, both 30 and 60 fps is a lot better on M20. It looks more detailed than before. 60 fps is really good for DVR mode, and overall I can't complain about camera performance in these modes. I want to stop down here and speak why I prefer to use 2K at 30 fps overall. I consider it a sweet spot. Constant 30 fps with excellent bitrate is enough for daily use in variable situations. You get sharp footage with good representation of what you record. And yes, you can always quickly step down on 1080p 60 fps for those fast action situations. Feature which was joy to test was Gyro Stabilization. It performs excellent. In this sample footage you can clearly see difference when it is turned off and on. I don't have complaints, just words of positivity. Sound quality was problem before for SJCAM, and what is situation here on M20? Improvement is noticeable out of the box, but still I believe that there is a lot of space for improvements. In short, you will be satisfied with sound quality. And no, you can't use micro USB port for external microphone, that is a sad part. For those who want a good stereo sound to record some more demanding situations, for that you will probably need more serious audio equipment. Not any less important part is battery life. I will first speak about negative thing, which is a battery shape change, so you won't be able to use, let's say, 5000X batteries. On the other hand, I was really impressed with battery life itself, which provided a 1 hour and 15 minutes at 2K 30 fps and identical amount of time for 4K 24 fps. Testing was done with minimal screen use and gyro turned on. To conclude things, M20 is step in right direction overall. Improvement over at this point already oldish SJ5000X model is present. Yes, I know, it is not direct successor, but still I hope in the near future we can get a true successor. With M20 you get overall excellent action camera for low amount of money. Even still photos are pretty good. There is also an option to shoot pictures in uncompressed format and additionally edit them. Let's don't forget a rich package content with all accessories needed to start using camera out of the box. Also, if you have SJ5000X, you can sell it for good amount of money and do an upgrade with minimal investment. or just keep RJ5000X. In either way, you won't do a mistake. I got SJCAM M20 from GearBest. There are links in the description so you can check it out if you are interested. In the end of this review, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and until next time, see ya guys.